Been a little while since I had this one out on camera for some love. This is a Lee Williams Crux, one of his older models. He made this one kind of on a whim for CCKS last year in a more utilitarian format than he typically does, with these sweet green micarta slabs. And it was just an overall Zerblast finish on the bolsters before I carved him up. Typically, Lee is known for building more full dress type versions and smaller models these days. So it was really cool to see this piece on his table. And I didn't win it in the lotto, but I was able to pick it up from one of the dealers the next day at the show. This uses Lee's kickstop flipper mechanism. So the flipper tab is not actually attached to the blade. Focus. It floats back and forth in slots cut in each side of the handle slabs and acts as the stop pin in the closed position when it's all the way at the end of the track in this position, and then acts as the stop pin in the open position when it's at the end of the tracks that are cut in the slabs in this position. What this does, which is really slick, is it eliminates the flipper tab in the open position, allowing you to choke up if you want, or get down on a cutting board without having the flipper tab hanging down in the way. Really, really slick. And speaking of slick, this has just phenomenally glass smooth action. Really, really nice crisp detent and just insane drop shed action. Yeah. And then of course that gorgeous focus satin finish on that blade. That engraving's not too shabby either. Yeah. I'd always wanted one of these actual custom kickstops, and this green micarta user build definitely was right up my alley. I'm so stoked I was able to snag this one. I believe those are zirconium pivot collars. Yeah, Lee's custom stuff is very pricey. You know, a plain bolster version like this in a user configuration is right around the $2,000 mark. It's right around what I paid for it. Of course, being all carved up, I definitely would not let it go for that same kind of money. But Lee has licensed his kickstop mechanism to a bunch of other makers who have done very affordable production versions. Wingman EDC did a bunch of different models incorporating the kickstop, including a really cool Tom Mayo mini Dr. Death with a kickstop. And then I know Chavez Knives has done some models with the kickstop mechanism. Those were built by Riot, if I remember right. So yeah, the kickstop mechanism is really, really slick. Definitely one of my favorites in the flipper category. And you can get anything from an actual Lee Williams custom that's gonna probably start you around $2,000 down to some very affordable production models built by Riot in the $300 range. Probably even a bit less on the secondary market. So yeah, there you go. That is a look at my Lee Williams Crux bolster lock model. Really, really sweet piece that I'm stoked to have in the collection.